Hello, everyone, and welcome students to this virtual open house. So we're going to be talking about the Humber Arboretum and all the amazing stuff that we do here at the center, because right now we are here located at the Arboretum. As always, I will be starting with the land acknowledgement. So the Humber Arboretum and Humber College are located within the traditional and treaty lands of the Mississaugas of the Credit, which we know as Etobicoke, an anglicized word that comes from the Michisagic language Etobicoke, that means the place of the alders. The area of Western Toronto is situated along Quebec and Anzibi, also known as the Humber River watershed, which historically provided the connection between the Lake Ontario and the Lake Simcoe Georgian Bay regions for the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wyandot peoples. Etobicoke is currently home to people of many nations, 755 species of plants, 42 species of fish, and 185 species of animals.
Amazing, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time to meet the team. First up, we have our amazing coordinator of camps, education, and community outreach, Jimmy Beaver Vincent. So here at the Humber Arboretum, each of us have nature names. So if you hear a name that sounds very naturey, those are the nature names that we gave ourselves because we like to be connected to nature here at the Arboretum. Next up, we have Angel Hummingbird Suarez. Would you like to say hi?
Yes. Hello, everyone. So my name is Angel Suarez. My nature name is Hummingbird, and I'm the Education, Camp, and Stewardship Assistant here at the Humber Arboretum. And today's session is going to be very, very interesting because, as you will know a little later, we are both students. We were students, so we're graduating also. I'm graduating. Repana has graduated from Humber College, and I started my journey as an ambassador. Then I became a co-coordinator, and right now I'm facilitating the program. So we will get to that a little later, but yes, I'm Angel Suarez. I'm from the EC program and also the Sustainable Energy and Building Technology program, and I will pass it over to Mia.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mia Red Panda Machasik, and I am one of the Education, Camp, and Stewardship Assistants. I have graduated from the University of Guelph Humber in their psychology program. I have also graduated from Humber College twice, from the personal support worker program here at the North Campus and the social service worker program down at Lakeshore.
I think we know a lot about Humber College. We've been there, for quite a time. So if you have any questions about the campus or the programs, just let us know. We might be able to assist you or let you know who can help you with that. All right. So we have other members also here at the Humber Arboretum that you can also meet. We have the amazing Lynn Short, also known as Mother Nature. She's the Environmental Stewardship Coordinator. We also have Marilyn Campo, also known as Minnow. She's the Communication Assistant. And our other fabulous educator, Michael Sticky Numoff. He's the Assistant Education and Camp Coordinator. So there are more great people working at the Humber Arboretum. You can read about them all on the staff page of the Humber Arboretum website, because yes, we also have a website. All right.
Awesome. So I'll talk a little bit about our history. It all started back in the early 1970s with a vision. The Humber Arboretum is a thriving natural ecosystem, an outdoor learning space that advances the highest potential and well-being of the community through strengthening our relationships with nature and with each other. And throughout the years, we've been sowing the seeds of our vision through different community programs, as well as placements that we will get into on the next slide. All right, so here are some of our really cool photos that we've taken. So as we can see the photo on the top right, we have some culinary students in our food learning garden. So we do have a garden here, and the food from our garden goes to culinary as well as to students and residents, but we also supply different food pantries in Rexdale with some fresh vegetables.
And what was that event about, Rapenda?
So this was an event that was promoting the food learning garden and our different initiatives that we run through there.
So at the very center of the screen, we can see also one of our counselors, but we also have different opportunities for EC students, so early childhood educators. So we also have a partnership with the Child Development Center, which is the daycare at Humber College, and we provide them with different experiences. And we also offer summer camp, winter camp, March break camp, where people can work also as camp counselors with work study opportunities.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We also have different pictures of different programs. I think the top one was about accessibility in the outdoors, right, Rapenda?
Yes.
And we also have some student gardeners in the sustainable energy and building technology, where I was part of at first. We used to come here a lot to the Arboretum, and we got to assess the building that we're in. So this building, the building with the bright red door at the Humber Arboretum, is called the Center for Urban Ecology. And because it has different sustainable features, we used to come here and assess the building. Also, we went outside just doing some measurements to, you know, the sun, so we can design some solar panels, etc. So you name the program and we will have an opportunity for you.
Yes, absolutely. And even if you feel like your program may not be nature-based, we can find an opportunity for you here.
Yes. So yeah, you only need to not like nature, and if you don't, you will like after visiting us.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So what are some of the student opportunities at the ARB? So for U of GH and Humber College students, we have also placement opportunities. And I will be talking about the Early Childhood Education Diploma. So for early childhood educators, we have this placement where we partner with the Child Development Center, as I mentioned before, and they will have an opportunity to learn everything about outdoor education and nature experiences, how we can integrate nature in our teachings, and what are the benefits of nature to, you know, to the early childhood years. And there are a lot of opportunities here to expand our knowledge in outdoor educator. So it is a great program. I'm just going to tell you that, and you can find out more also in some of our sessions or in our website. And over to Red Panda to talk about the Bachelor of Nursing and Psychology.
Awesome. So we also have placements for the University of New Brunswick Bachelor of Nursing program, as well as for the University of Guelph Humber's Honors Bachelor of Applied Science in Psychology. So these placements are both very research-based. So for me personally, I was a psychology student, and I actually did my placement right here at the Humber Arboretum, and my research focused on the barriers that international students face when they're connecting with nature in Canada.
Yeah.
And that really helped me to find employment as a research assistant after I graduated from university.
Okay, so also another opportunity that we have for students is the Learning by Leading program. So in the Learning by Leading program, we have different parts. So this Learning by Leading program comes from the University of California, and the Humber Arboretum was chosen for this program. So it is, you know, there's no program like this in Canada. And the first stage of the program is called the Humber Arboretum Ambassadors in Training, HATS. And there you will learn valuable transfer skills, and you can add that to your CCR, to your co-curricular record, to include that to your resume. That is a one semester experience, and you have an opportunity to continue developing those skills. So the next step would be the Humber Arboretum Ambassadors, where you will have the opportunity to plan some events and doing some hands-on experiences designed for you to learn more skills and keep developing your skills. So again, for the HATS program, you will have an opportunity to build your relationship with nature through workshop series and develop skills that would enhance your resume. And some of the topics that we talk about are sustainability, wellness and accessibility, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and many more. So yeah, we have a lot of interesting pictures, and we are also passionate about them. So we will engage in some pretty good conversations.
All right, environmental stewardship, volunteer opportunities. So environmental stewardship is making efforts to connect with the land and to take care of it. This could include collecting litter from our natural areas, planting native species, invasive species control, and providing or improving habitat for wildlife. Environmental stewardship is a part of our Humber Arboretum Ambassadors in Training program, but it's also available to all students.
And this program, the coordinator is Lynn Short, Mother Nature, and she has amazing knowledge of all, plants, animals, and we used to do stewardship also sometimes during the summer, and the conversations that we just have are amazing. So I really recommend you to join the environmental stewards if you're really interested in hands-on experiences. Cool.
Yes.
All right. Sorry, so Repan, over to you.
Okay, great. Yeah, your co-curricular record. Sometimes I get questions, what exactly is a co-curricular record or your CCR? So think of your CCR as a professional transcript, and it's an official transcript that goes alongside your academic transcript that highlights all of the volunteer items that you did while you were in your program here at Humber College. Our workshops that are CCR certified include nature photography, plant and tree ID. We've even had some bird workshops in the past that were pretty interesting.
Yes, and we also have our iNaturalist Student Challenge, which is a very cool app that we can download to all our devices. And yeah, we will be also helping some scientists around the world. And yeah,
definitely download that iNaturalist app and check out Humber Arboretum. The iNaturalist Challenge is a fun way to learn about citizen science, to get outside and to connect with the natural world around you. Do a little background reading, watch a video, sign up for your iNaturalist account, and get started on your 30 observations, and you'll be able to add that to your CCR. And believe me, your CCR looks amazing for when you're looking for jobs after you graduate.
Yes. Oh, also, if you have any questions, just drop them in the Q&A and we will address them at the end. So, if you're having just a couple of questions, just put them on the chat and we will be answering them at the end of the PowerPoint. Right. So as we mentioned before, we also have some work study opportunities in nature camp, outdoor education, and horticulture. So we have a variety of work study opportunities that are available part-time during the school year and full-time in the summer in areas such as horticulture, landscape, construction, administrative support, communication, and nature education. And in most cases, you don't need to be in a related program to apply for these paid positions. So you only need to be work study eligible.
Yeah, and it's an important point that your program doesn't need to be nature related in order for you to come work at the Arboretum.
Yes. Okay. We also have the Nature Exchange. So that is going to resume next fall, but is where you join us to for a casual online observation about all things in nature. So you're welcome to turn on your cameras, take part, use the chat function, and the thing that we want is to hear to all the stories that you have from the outside and from nature. So that happens every Wednesday, but again, we will resume about back in fall.
It's like an informal conversation about our experiences out in nature. It's pretty fun. I enjoy it. And this picture is from when I was a student here. So I'm actually like in the background with a red scarf on. So the story behind this picture is that we went out for a nature walk in our group, and you could see Jimmy, our coordinator over there to the right. And we wanted to have a nice picture for our website, right? So we grabbed a bunch of leaves and we threw the leaves up all at once. And the leaves were slightly wet, right? But I think that it was amazing because it really connected me with the other students, and I made some friends and networked a little bit.
And it is a great photo. I love
It's a pretty good photo.
But knowing the backstory is just very interesting. And Red Panda also mentioned something very, very special that we can do here at the Arboretum when joining some of the opportunities. You're going to do some networking opportunities. You're going to meet people, and possibly in the future that can turn into a job offer. So just to tell you a little bit about my story, I was first in the Sustainable Energy and Building Technology program. I started my journey here at the Arboretum as a Humber Arboretum ambassador in training. And after being here, working outside, meeting other people and doing some networking, then I had the opportunity to switch my program to early childhood education. I know it's a big change, but I have a bachelor in environmental engineering and sustainability, and one part of that is outdoor education, and I'm very passionate about it. And I found out that I could specialize in that here in Humber College. So, networking, talking to other people and have this experience is something very important that you can do while you're attending Humber College.
Absolutely, yeah. So after my placement at the Humber Arboretum, I actually decided that eventually I wanted to go into like the nature education sort of industry. And yeah, I ended up working here, and it's great, and I love being in nature.
So, so again, the Humber Arboretum is located on 250 acres of urban green space that we are located at Humber College. Is at the back of Humber College North Campus in the neighborhood of North Etobicoke. Okay, so we have public garden, we have forest, we have shrubland meadow, we have the West Humber River, and we also have the wetlands. So we're gonna explore the Humber Arboretum with you virtually, and hopefully you can join us in the future for an in-person tour. So yeah.
All right, yeah. I'll talk about our public garden and arboretum. Our gardens change throughout the seasons, but we encourage you to visit throughout the year to enjoy our striking displays of annuals and perennials. 20,000 flowering annuals are planted on a yearly basis, and notable perennials include peony, daylilies, hostas, daisies, and echinacea. We also maintain a large collection of spring flowering trees and shrubs, including magnolias, crabapple, cherry, rhododendrons, and lilacs. Other seasonal highlights include our summer cacti garden, dramatic autumn colors, and delightful winter landscapes that you can enjoy while hiking or snowshoeing. Our arboretum is home to an array of wildlife, including, but not limited to, white-tailed deer, groundhogs, beavers, mink, opossums, squirrels, chipmunks, cottontail rabbits. We also have over 150 bird species that pass along our way during their seasonal migrations. And our ponds host amphibians and reptiles like leopard frogs, American toads, painted turtles, and snapping turtle. But what exactly does the word arboretum mean? An arboretum is like a zoo for trees. And we have many familiar tree species like sugar maple, beech, oak, and hickory for you to enjoy while on your nature walks and explorations through our forest.
And, just a side comment there, the urban green space is amazing, and you have no idea, every time that I enter the property of the Humber Arboretum, I just see a bunch of birds. I've seen deer just outside our windows here. The Red-tailed hawks are just soaring, the birds are chirping. So if you like animals, this is a great place. The ponds that we have, are a great reservoir of animals. So yeah, those are breathtaking. I always say that.
Yeah, and one fun fact about the red-tailed hawk. If you've ever seen any movie that shows a bald eagle, they actually edit that sound. So what you're hearing is not a bald eagle sound, it is a red-tailed hawk call.
Yes.
They sound very majestic. Okay, so the forest. The city of Toronto is on the edge of the Carolinian life zone, known for its variety of deciduous trees and the variety of wildlife that comes with them. This bioregion stretches across much of the eastern United States, but only the very northern edge reaches up into Canada. That means many of the plants and animals which can be seen in places like the Humber Arboretum won't be found naturally occurring elsewhere in the country. Because much of Canada's Carolinian region has already been developed, it's especially important to protect the natural areas that we have left. And the Humber Arboretum serves to protect those areas.
Exactly. And we can see here in the photos, some of the species that we have here, the white-tailed deer, the white lily, trillium. Yeah, and as a student in our bottom picture, you can come in, enjoy a good book. I have come here during the winter to play some ukulele. Sometimes students come here to, rehearse some of their singing.
Or do yoga.
We have also an outdoor classroom in the forest. So yeah, during the pandemic, the forest was one of the places to come to have some classes because as that college was closed and we only could do some outdoor experiences. Some of the classes or some of the events were held outside in the outdoor classroom. So we have some special guests coming from some of the courses offered at Humber College, and they were just outside listening to the talk. So, the forest played a huge part during the pandemic for academic success.
That's such a great point. And being in nature, especially in the forest, it's good for our physical and mental health as well.
Yes.
Okay, the shrubland meadow. So we can't talk about the shrubland meadow without talking about wetlands first. There are several wetlands spread throughout the Arboretum's shrubland meadow. This includes 2 small seasonal wetlands near the bottom of one of our trails behind the Center for Urban Ecology, the building with the red door, and larger wetlands near the sports fields and the Humberwood Community Center. Most of these are restored wetlands. The Toronto Region Conservation Authority uses old maps and aerial photographs to identify areas of the Arboretum which were likely wetlands before being filled in, so the area could be used as farmland. Over the years, they have worked with Arboretum staff to restore those wetlands to their natural state. While the wetlands are back, restoration, plantings, and other activities continue, sometimes with the help of visiting school groups and the local community.
And again, I invite you to take a look to the pictures that we have there. The first picture on the top left, there's me. I'm here. I'm here in that picture, and I'm with Jimmy. So that was back in 2019 when I first joined the Humber Arboretum Ambassadors, and we were having a tour in the meadows, and Jimmy was showing us how to use iNaturalist and how to identify some plants. So Jimmy also knows tons about the different species that we have at the Arboretum. And I was there with other couple of students, and we were all learning about the species, and we also had an opportunity to taste the wild grapes that are amazing. And some of our staff, they harvest a little for to make some jelly. So that is so delicious. And in the other part, we have some of the installations of our bird houses. And again, because we don't have enough yet, another white-tailed deer.
And that reminds me, we also had a workshop on how to build these bird boxes.
Yes. Okay, so there are a lot more to discover, even though we told you about, the different elements that we have, the different natural elements that we have here at the Humber Arboretum, there are more to discover. So that's why we're gonna tell you how to get to the art. Sometimes, students go to some programs at Humber College North Campus and they don't know that we have an arboretum, a natural space, or they don't know how to get to the arboretum. So that's why we're gonna tell you today. All right. So here I have the map of Humber College North Campus, right? So I'm going to use let me see if I can, okay, no. So here we have the LRC, which is the big glass building that we have at the front of the college. So around here where you have the word north, you would have the bus terminal, right? So one of the routes that you can take is from the LRC, from the main entrance. You can go around the college, then you will pass the University of Humber. You will pass also the commuter hub, which is the parking building that we have around here where the smiley face is, and then you will pass Humber Residence. So it is those are 3 buildings that are orange. So you will continue just walking, just keep walking around the college. Then you will see, from one end, you will see the college, from one end, you will see residence. And if you keep walking, you will get to the Humber Arboretum. So again, that is one of the routes that you can take from the LRC, from the main entrance. You can go around the college. And then if you keep walking, you will pass residence, and then you will get to the Humber Arboretum. I'll pass it over to Red Panda for the second.
All right. So to get to the Humber Arboretum through Humber College, you can enter into the main entrance at the LRC and continue on your way, walking directly to the back through K building, L building, and then LX. Go out the back doors, past the parking lot, and continue on straight to the Humber Arboretum.
Sorry, yeah, before we move on, what you can do when you're inside the campus, you can look for LX building. So that is important because also our office is in the LX building. So just follow all the signs to L building, LX, and then you just find an exit, and then you just need to cross the parking lot, and then you will get to the Humber Arboretum. And then inside there, as I mentioned before, you will find our building, right? The Center for Urban Ecology, also known as the building with the bright red door. So yeah, and then you just need to come here and just have a hike, have a walk, a wellness walk, and yeah, take advantage of all the natural things that we have here at the Art. Right? So we encourage you to visit and check out our website at humber.ca/arboretum. Again, humber.ca/arboretum, and give us a follow-up on social media at HumberR on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, because also we have some YouTube videos. All right. So yeah, again, here's the address if you need it: 205 Humber College Boulevard, Toronto. The phone number is 416-675-5009, and we hope to see you soon. And also, before I forget, the Humber Arboretum is a public park too, so you can come, any day, daylight hours, to also take advantage of the Humber Arboretum. So public park, everybody is welcome to come. Pets also, you just need to keep them on a leash. Anything else to add, Red Panda?
Yeah, so the workshops that we provide for students are going to be free, and we have free workshops for members of the local community and the wider community as well. And if you want to learn more about plants, birds, different animals, gardening, please check the calendar on our website for details.
All right. So right now we're going to have our Q&A. So if anybody has any questions, we will give you some time to put it on the Q&A. In the meantime, we can talk a little bit about our personal experiences so you can know how, you can get involved with the Humber Arboretum. So I think I already gave you a little bit of my experience here at Humber College, but I'm going to go more in depth. I am an international student here at Humber College, so I'm originally from Mexico City, and I had the wonderful opportunity to study at Humber College. When I came here and I was, and then yeah, my very first day, I had the Humber College orientation, and I went to this tabling event, this beautiful booth that we have had for the Humber Arboretum, and I had a conversation with Marilyn Campbell, which is our media guru, we like to say, and she told me all about the programs here at the Humber Arboretum and how I could get involved in, with them and with some co-curricular experiences. And I decided to come here and apply for the Humber Arboretum ambassadors in training. I wanted to start with the Learning by Leading program. I thought that was, the best option for me. So I started. That gave me a lot of good skills. I got to be more comfortable when speaking in English because sometimes that's a challenge for some international students. I also wanted to experience the environment, the Canadian environment and the Canadian species that we have. I wanted to learn names, see some animals, and the Humber Arboretum has not disappointed. I've seen a lot of species, a lot of plants, a lot of animals, and also additionally, what I wanted to do is do some networking, meet new people, and I got great friends from here. And every time that I'm outside, I always say it, I feel less stressed. I'm calmed. Sometimes you need to relieve some stress from the tests and the semester in general. So that is some of my story. I started as a Humber Arboretum ambassador in training. I became an ambassador. Then I was a co-coordinator, so it was my opportunity to mentor others. And then I had the opportunity to get employed by Humber Arboretum, and I'm working here, and I'm having one of the greatest time. I love it here. But that's a little bit of my story. Do you want to tell a little bit of your story?
Absolutely. So when I was a student doing my degree at the University of Guelph Humber, I may have missed course selection, unfortunately. So this one semester I ended up with a very, very early morning class and a very, very late in the day class. So there was a good 6-hour gap between my classes. So of course I can't, go home during that time. So I was thinking, okay, what can I do on campus for that huge 6-hour block? So I ended up Googling, Humber's website and trying to look for things. And then I stumbled upon the Humber Arboretum. I ended up going through their calendar and I saw, okay, they have these things called lunch and learns. It seemed really cool, right? So I signed up for this lunch and learn and I ended up going. And this particular session was on art and nature. And I liked it so much that I continued going to the lunch and learns during my break time between classes. And I figured that, hey, this place is pretty cool. When they had their summer camp job opening, I applied for that and I worked at their summer camp for a little bit. I ended up putting those workshops on my CCR2, and that looked really cool because I like getting a lot of things on my CCR. Afterwards, I had the opportunity to work in the Humber Arboretum Ambassadors Program and then do my placement here. After I graduated, I worked somewhere else as a research assistant for a little bit, and then I came back and now I'm working here as an educational assistant, and it's amazing.
So, we just wanted to share our experiences with us because, we were also students, and probably, the people watching this event are going to be also future Humber College students, and we wanted to take advantage of all the opportunities that Humber College provides to all of you. And, nature is one of them. So we are, a green space in the city of Toronto. And again, if you go to our website, you will find out all about our events that we have for also the community and everything that we do. So yeah, it is great. I think, the Humber Arboretum is beloved by a lot of people. Also, members of the faculty come here sometimes every day during lunch to have a walk, and it is great to see them, just contemplating our natural elements. And I also wanted to show you before we finished our experience that we had this semester with the Humber Arboretum ambassadors. So they just give me 1 second. So they all already went through the Humber Arboretum. Just give me 1 second.
Oh, I see it.
Oh yeah, you see it. So they already passed the Humber Arboretum ambassador in training phase. So this semester they had an opportunity to create an event, and this event was created for 3 students on their own, and they wanted to do this event that it was called Art, Wellness, Earth. And this was our first event after 2 years, and it was a wonderful event. They had the skills to, develop, to plan, to organize, and to lead our event. So I'm going to show you a couple of pictures of our event.
And it was amazing. We had, I think it was around 25 attendees.
Yes, it was around 25. Here is one of our ambassadors for this semester, Alicia. She's amazing, and she was talking about, the many benefits of nature. And we had almost everything. The first portion of the event was outside. So even though it was a little bit chilly, we still went outside. And I'm going to show you also the picture of everybody. So yes, then we had our indoor art activity. So we gave everybody some wood cookies, some wood slices. And there we had an opportunity to be as creative as we wanted and just, decompress from a very stressful time, which was the end of the semester, and everybody was very happy. We also gave some prizes. I have here, I don't know if you can see my picture, my video, but here I have Arboretum honey jar, which was also a prize to some of the attendees, and we got very, very great comments from everybody.
Oh yeah, definitely. We had the participants ask us at the end when the next event was going to be and where they can sign up for a future workshop. So I feel like it went really well.
This is another participant. They had, they made this amazing art, that it is a wood slice with some paint, and also they glued some pasta that is some bug pasta.
Bug-shaped pasta, not pasta made from bugs. It's very different.
And yeah, I'm just going to show you one more because we had a lot of fun, and it was great to see more people,
Oh, look, it's me.
Yeah, this is another one. We had a live Kahoot with the attendees where they had an opportunity to win some prizes. So here we have, this bird is on our $1 coin. No seconds to think about it. Is it a Canada goose, common loon, uncommon loon, or the blue jay? So if you went very quickly to your wallet and took out a $1 coin, it is what we know as common loon. There's not such thing as the uncommon loon. A little bit of comedy there, but yes. Just give me. I have just one more picture. Here is another of our amazing Humber Arboretum ambassador, our dear penguin. and she's amazing. She hangs out with us a lot. You know, she's here at in the CUE with us studying during their test, and they just keep coming because apparently it's a very nice place to hang out, and we're amazing people to be around. So if you come to Humber College and maybe because of your schedule you cannot join the programs, you can still come visit us, study here if we don't have the you know the place the building booked, but you can still come, have a conversation with us, take a look at our different displays of display of you know, different parts of nature, some bones, some taxidermy examples,
and fossils.
Yes, fossils. We have a lot of cool things, and just have a conversation with us. And if you need any guidance or any questions, we can also assist you with that. And again, we have the, oh, sorry, we have these. I want to show you this. Okay, this poster was also made by a student. So our ambassador, Avita, made this amazing poster by herself. You know, she was very dedicated to that, and she helped us a lot with the visuals of this event. And at the end, it was so successful that we were expecting around 15 people, maybe 10, maybe 15, and at the end we ended up having like 25. Imagine that. And you know, this is something that you can do if you join the Humber Arboretum Ambassadors Program. You can, you know, start learning nature connection, all of that, and then you can move your way up and start planning events that you are interested in. Maybe you're interested in birds, bats, deer, sustainability, United Nations, you name it. And you can create an event, your own event, and that will be very meaningful if you know for your resume and for future employers. So yeah. Anything else to add, Red Panda? Do we have any questions in the chat?
I will have a look at the questions.
Okay, let me see.
Okay, we don't have any new questions or comments in the chat.
Do we have any common frequently asked questions, Red Panda, maybe?
Yes. So one of the questions is, how can I get in contact with the Humber Arboretum?
Wait a minute, I'm just gonna pull up the slide. Yes. Again, you can go to humberarboretum.ca/arboretum, and there under the contact information you will have our emails, you will have our number also. If you prefer other means of communication, you can go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube to at Humber Arb, and there you can also contact us. What else? You can also come to the center, and if we're here, we can also help you with something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And another question would be, what are some of the activities to do at the Humber Arboretum? Do you have books available?
Yeah, there you go. You can answer that to us.
So the answer to that question is yes, we do have field guides available for use to borrow, like a library. And Hummingbird is just going to go grab a couple for an example. So we have field guides on fossils,
wildflowers. We have
birds. Yeah,
birds, wildflowers, fossils. Yeah, this one is about insects and spiders, and we can also teach you how to use them. We can even have a walk to have some experience with them. And talking about resources, also recently we partnered with the early childhood education faculty, and we have also some resources for ECE students, for educators. We have also here the 2Y land-based course for the ECE students that introduces people to nature connection and indigenous perspectives. So we have a great range of books that you can also reference. They're amazing, and yeah.
All right, awesome. And one final question would be, When is the Arboretum open, or when can I come visit?
Yes. So again, the Arboretum is a public park. You can visit anytime, any day. We recommend during daylight hours. Yeah, and
After 9 o'clock a.m.
yes, after 9 o'clock a.m., you can come here, take advantage of all our beautiful spaces. The garden is amazing. Also during this time of the year, all the flowers are coming out. So yeah, it is open. In regards to the Center for Urban Ecology, we are still coming back from the virtual, you know, uh, working
Virtual working world.
Yes. So we are typically here from Tuesday to Thursday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. So yeah, we in the future we will open the building to the public more often, but for now we recommend you to reach out to our social media, or you can also reach out to our email, which is arboretum@humber.ca. Again, arboretum@humber.ca. And yeah, my number one recommendation, go to the website humberarboretum.ca/arboretum, and you will have all the information there. And yeah, any other thoughts? Any other final thought, Repanda?
I think that covers everything.
So I would like to end this open house with our famous phrase here at the Humber Arboretum, that is, act locally equals to impact globally. So yeah, think about that. Act locally equals to impact globally.
And we can all make a difference.
Yes, we can all make a difference, and you will learn a little bit about that if you join the Humber Arboretum Ambassadors in Training Program. But yes, we will give you on that positive note. We will wait for you. We hope to see you all soon, and we hope that you join the Humber College community. And we will be very happy to welcome you at the Humber Arboretum. All right. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.